regards to Ben Johnson. Not only Ben Johnson, also Aaron Glenn. And he threw that up there. So you just throw it up whenever. I'll read this to you guys. So he said Ben Johnson and Brian Johnson will be at the top of a lot of teams' list for head coaching jobs. I could see that Aaron Glenn and Dan Quinn getting a lot of interviews as well.
Hell yeah.
Broder?
Yes.
Thoughts?
Thoughts are good for him. He deserves it. Thoughts part 2 are, damn, we're about to lose Ben Johnson. But no, he's going to be a head coach. And there still is the possibility that they can convince him to come back for one more year. There's a weird culture vibe. Everything is coming together in Detroit. It's not out of this world. It's not out of question.
Yeah.
But he's going to have options, and I do think Ben Johnson goes. It's his goal to be a head coach, so at some point, whether it's this year or the next year, he will be going. The question is where. And with Ben Johnson being the top guy, being the one that everyone's going to be going after, he'll have his choice. He'll have his choice of where to go. So he's going to be looking at what situation fits best for him. Now we're talking, what's the team look like now? What's their draft capital look like? Their salary cap position? The biggest key for Ben Johnson, though, is a quarterback.
I think that's it as well. I think it's quarterback, ownership, and GM.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a mix of everything. And I think, like you said, he's going to have Ben Johnson's going to go wherever he wants to go. Adam Schefter said it. I've been saying it for months. I was like, I don't think there's going to be that many openings just based on what I've looked at. But Schefter said today, he was like, I think there's going to be over 7 to 10 openings in the NFL. And usually, like, I think last year it might have been 7. And I think now there's already been 2 coaches let go.
And I'm going to be honest, and I'll send it right back to you. I was thinking about this, not in terms of job openings, but in terms of the future of coaches. When I was watching Antonio Pierce in his post-game press conference yesterday, the interim head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, he reminded me of first-year Ben Johnson, just in terms of the energy that he has. He wasn't as, crisp in his responses. He was just talking from the heart, talking from what he sees out there. I wonder if this new wave of player coaches of Dan Campbell having success, and really, let's call it what it is, 2.5 years, 2 years, that's a pretty quick turnaround for the Detroit Lions. So this success, you wonder if our owner is going to start getting more and more trigger happy.
Well, I think there's a thing behind that to where it's some of these owners now want newer coaches that are former players, and they have that energy. Like they want their coaches to be able to relate. You're seeing, even like a Ben Johnson, not really a former player, but he's got that energy. He's kind of in that new, like kind of a Sean McVay style to where he, that offense is Kyle Shanahan, and that's where I think it's either you go the Dan Campbell route or you go the Ben Johnson,
Genius.
Kyle Shanahan, smart Mike McDaniel type of route. And I think in between there, you have all these old coaches who are kind of old school, outside of maybe like an Andy Reid, who are they're old school. Like you see Bill Belichick right now, he's struggling.
Yeah, and Andy Reid's old school, but he's innovative, and he's with the new times, the new offenses.
And he has Patrick Mahomes.
True, but we saw on I think it was a quarterback show how they let him design all these plays. Like he lets them have fun and do their thing.
He's a great offensive mind.
Yes,
and Bill Belichick, as well as he's been, it's like now you're kind of seeing things catch up to where it's like maybe this isn't. And a lot of teams are going away from that. I wanted to go through the coaches though here, brother. I'm gonna name some coaches. I have a list. I'm gonna go down here. But he said there's going to be 7 to 10 job openings. I'm interested to see what those are.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn have a chance of going.